we've had a great day here with people talking very practically about how to get community energy working and also some of the barriers. And then this afternoon hearing from Vince Cable, the business secretary, who's actually doing things in government to try and support projects of this sort. So it's been a really good mix, the very local and the national, and well done to everyone who organised it.
I think the aims today have been about really trying to get the community together, find out more about what community energy means, how people can get involved, and how you might start to think about structuring it and taking it forward.
Very pleased that with all the different people that were speaking here, from Dr. Cable through the regional NGOs, some quite important people with vast knowledge, far greater than we have here, that nothing that they said made me believe that we're doing the wrong thing. In fact, it just reinforced our idea that we're on the right track.
Well, I was really impressed with the number of people here and the extent to which they're interested in the subject. So, I hope that what we've done has helped pique their interest, and I hope they're now ready to move on to actually doing schemes on the ground here in Marshfield.
Well, I think understanding what people want to achieve and how first. Do they want to do just one project? Do they want to do 5, 10 projects? Do they want to be ambitious? How ambitious? And do they have the body of skills locally to make that ambition a reality?
I think one of the important things to do is to engage very early on with the community that are going to be supporting, that your membership is going to come from, so that they are aware of what you're doing long before you're actually asking them for money, so that they're engaged with what it is you're trying to do. They understand the benefits of having energy projects locally rather than just taking all of their energy from remote power stations somewhere at the other end of the country.
I think one of the issues is how far a project that's worked can either expand what it does in its own immediate area, but also be a template for other areas. I represent an awful lot of villages across my constituency, and many of them, with the right people and the right template, could do the same things as Marshfield have done. And I've gone away thinking, well, how can I be a spur to that? What can we learn from Marshfield? So partly it's being an evangelist across the area so that others can learn from what you've done here.
I think that the next thing to do is to think about what is that endpoint that as a community you want to get to, and that's going to be about talking to as many different people in the community as possible to tell them what can be achieved and the steps to doing that, so that collectively people can make that decision. Once you've got a clear idea what that endpoint is going to be, then you can start thinking about what you need to do to get to that, what the structures are, what the projects are, what the finances are. But I think unless you're clear about that endpoint, it's going to be difficult to do that. And I think today the sense I've got is that there are a lot of people who are interested in finding out more, finding out what that endpoint is, and then how they can get involved and what can be achieved.
I think one of the most important things is to be ambitious, to try and build projects on as large a scale as you can afford and as large a scale as makes sense in the locality.
I think we're at a crucial stage when it comes to renewable energy. There's always a NIMBY backlash on individual projects, but there's also a sense of, energy bills are high, can we afford this? But my view would be, can we afford not to? This is something we've got to address, and in the long run, energy efficiency is good for bills. I mean, Vince Cable said, it's not about the price, it's about the bill. And if we make better use of our energy, and I remember seeing the Marshfield, I don't know if it was infrared, but the colour charts of the village just gave you a sense of the amount of energy that we're wasting. So this can be a good news story for consumers, and we have to get that across because this is a crucial moment in that debate.